Hey guys, and welcome back to the 2020 Football Manager Leeds United. So on the last video I think I put a poll up saying do pre-season or not. Hopefully you said skip pre-season. I actually haven't checked the poll, which is pretty wrong of me. But I have skipped pre-season, so today we'll be playing his first game on the TV against Bristol City away at Ashton Gate. That's the name of the stadium. But let's have a look at the pre-season. Apologies for the volume on that last game against Troyes, but we won 4-0 anyway, so it's a good result. Probably couldn't hear me when I was speaking. Freiburg we went away to, and we lost 1-0 at the Schwarzwald Stadion to Geiger. Then we went away to Magdeburg, won 1-0 with Click scoring, and they got a red card as well. Pexwolle went and won 1-0. Barry Douglas on the score sheet for that one. Then we went away to Guiseley back in England. Alfie McClamont getting the goal there. But hopefully, I was hoping we'd scored more away at Nethermore because these are in like a national north tier side. So it was pretty disappointing. Another disappointing game. We lost 3-1 at home to Hertha Berlin. Jack Clark scored first as well, so we probably should have won that one. To top it all off, we got a pretty decent result against Nice, a 1-1 draw, but they did score in the 93rd minute with Casper Dolberg, so we probably should have held on. Before we get into today's fixtures, let's look at some transfer business, because I didn't want to leave it till today's episode because I thought some of the players I wanted might have gone to other clubs, so I have had to do that off screen as well. But no one really coming in except the big name you'll probably notice here. Well, not a big name, but the standout one. Matty Longstaff we have brought in, a 19-year-old from Newcastle, on loan of course, so I've got quite a lot of loan players, which is not really what I want going into if we go into the Premier League next year. We want his own players. But I decided to get this guy to replace the aging Forshaw, the player I was unsure about. So we've got a 19-year-old. I know Alfie McClamont's young for us, but I just wanted that guy with Premier League experience in the team. And the outgoings, I don't think we've really had anyone outgo. We've just got a lot of loans here, like Will Huffer's gone. Jordan Stevens, who I moved up to the first team for a couple of friendlies, he's gone as well. Yeah, not much moving in the transfer market. Finally, before we go into these games, suspension for Berardi. I think that's carrying on from real life when he got red carded in the Derby playoff game, I think. So that's pretty good of Football Manager to remember that. Luke Ayling's still injured, but the big one is Stuart Dallas, who was going to play at right back. Now we've got to move Jamie Shackleton into right back, who's usually midfielder, but I know he can play at right back sometimes. I've seen Bielsa do it in real life, I'm sure I have. And Pablo Hernandez, who has had a couple of bids in for him from, I think, Sheffield United, the main one. But yeah, he's injured as well. We've had to put Clark and Harrison both into the reserves for this first game because this is a team I'm going to be going with. And I needed rid of the loan players because you can only have, as you can see down here, a maximum of 5. So the first team we're going to go with is Casilla, Shackleton, White, Cooper, Douglas, Phillips in the middle with Click, and Matty Longstaff getting a debut after impressing against Hertha Berlin and Nice. Helder Costa on the right, Alioski on the left, and Nketiah up top. See if we can get the win in this first game. So guys, disasters kind of struck here. We've got another offer for Pablo Hernandez for 1.5 million. And I've got a feeling he's probably going to want to leave the club maybe for around this. I'm going to offer back 5 million just to try it. Suggest terms. Offers being withdrawn. So he's going to stay because he's a 4-star player and we want that. But also I've gone to the tactics. Matty Longstaff and Douglas, it looks like they're kind of in doubt. Matty Longstaff, 1 day off training. He's back tomorrow. Douglas, how's Douglas looking? Oh, he's probably might be back. They can play through this, I'm sure, but it's not a good sign when I've got no backup to left back except Douglas and central midfield. I brought him in to be the main man in midfield ahead of Forshaw and Ewan O'Kane, who I'm not really bothered about keeping at the club. On the good side, we've got Tyler Roberts back from injury, although I'm probably not going to play him in this game because he's on 35 match sharpness. So we're going to go into the game with this team against Bristol City and hope for a good result. Another outgoing, just to show you, we're going to let Osama Boy go out. Been a fantastic servant. what the future holds. You're not coming back here, mate, so I don't know what you're on about there, but we just wanted really a 26-year-old, just a bit more money for transfer budget, and we've got scout reports coming in. So just before we go into the first game, a bit more transfer stuff happening. The club, not even me controlling this, has brought 2 players in together, and it's had a bad reception from the fans, so I don't know what's happened there, if it affects my rating or not. I hope not, because I haven't wanted any of these 2 players, Brett coming or Zach Durnley. I haven't wanted them, but they've come in. But the main bit about right now is we've got his team line out, we've got everything sorted out, and we're going to go into his first game. What's this mean? We're going to get another sub. Oh. It's Osama Boy who has left the club. Alien looks to be okay to get back on, and also Pablo Hernandez. I might just shove him on the bench instead of Yuono Kane, because I don't want you, mate. And we're going to go into his first game as Leeds United boss in the league against Bristol City. Let's hope for the win. Come on, you whites. Ashley Williams with a throw-in, and he gets it back. Rowe to Palmer, back to Williams. Palmer's put it over the top. Douglas has caught out. Hunt's through on goal. It's a good save from Casilla. The home team putting a lot of pressure on at the early stages of this first half. Hopefully we can ride it as we get the header out. Home side have had a lot of shots. A lot for my liking. Make the changes there. And that's half time. We've made it 0-0. Ben White got booked in 34th minute. Not the best of halves. I hoped we would have been winning by now, but we're not doing badly at all. We are away, and it's not going to be like real life. It's going to be an actual hard game, because Football Manager doesn't know Leeds beat Bristol in the starting game in real life, so we're going to have to try and make the same thing happen here on Football Manager, and it's going to be the 60th minute right now, and I'm probably going to make a change just to freshen things up. I won't mind a draw, but I don't want it. Matty Longstaff looking pretty tired. We might have to take him off. Give Forshaw the time, and we will try Bamford up top. We're going to make 2 changes now, which might be a bit risky, but hopefully it gets us the win. Come on, Leeds. Puts it over the top to Helder Costa. He's got Shackleton running round him. He uses him. Brilliantly buzz the tackle in. Puts it to the edge of the box. Click. Phillips. Forshaw. Click. Brownhill stole it off Click. Sloppy. Diadu, or whatever his name is, through. And Jesus. We need a ball boy on that. Douglas to Phillips. Forshaw. Click. What's he going to do with it here? Puts it over the top. Out to Shackleton. Back in the middle to Click. Out to Shackleton again. Right past the tackle, puts it through to Helder Costa, who's squared it, and Bamford's missed a sitter. Leeds should be 1-0 up from that. Looks like it's going to be full time. 0-0 in our first game in the EFL Championship. I'm going to say there's going to be some positives. I mean, we had 1 chance in the game. Loose focus, unlucky. Yeah, we're going to go into his next game against Notts Forest. That puts us 12th in the league. Early days yet. Millwall and Luton are at the top. So, you know, we're going to go straight into the next game, and I'll see you at, I think it's at Ellen Road against Notts Forest. Okay, so nothing's happened on transfer deadline day apart from 2 outgoings that became incomings. Edmondson and Leif Davis have been recalled because they haven't had their playing time in like Cambridge's first 2 games. It's a bit stupid, but it's actually not, because I'd rather have them playing. And heads up about Alioski. He wants a new contract. I'm not going to say no. I'm just going to say yes. Same happened with Shackleton off camera. So Hull want Edmondson now. So I'm definitely going to accept that. They are in our league. So hopefully he can get some playing time there. Okay, so we're going to his next game against Notts Forest at Ellen Road with 2 changes. We've actually got a right back in. Baradi's coming back from injury, swift recovery from him. So Jamie Shackleton drops to the bench. Hopefully, because he had a good game, I'm going to be able to play him in midfield for the next game, for if he comes off bench as well, even. And the other change is Helder Costa has come to the left-hand side and Pablo Hernandez has slotted in on the right as Alioski also drops to the bench. Here we are, the team sheet has been submitted. I know it said Pablo Hernandez is not fully fit. There's only one way he's going to get fit, and that's playing games. And hopefully we can get a win here against Notts Forest at home. Come on, you Whites. Phillips with the corner here in the 9th minute. Worrell's headed it out. Ben White's kept it back to the other centre-back, who goes all the way back to Berardi. Can he do something with it? He's gone all the way back to Casilla. What's Casilla going to do? Going to pass it out from the back here. Risky play, but if something can come of it, that would be good. He switched it over the top to Click, who's put it out wide to Helder Costa. Use your pace. He's gone infield to Matty Longstaff, out to Barry Douglas. What can Barry do? Puts it in the box and Ketty can't reach it, can Click. He can. Pablo Hernandez has found free, and Leeds United have their first goal of the season. It's come to Pablo Hernandez, who, that's a tactical mastermind, mastermind move, putting Hernandez in the team over Alioski as he has put us 1-0 up at home. Belter. Pablo Hernandez got it on this right hand side again. Berardi infield. Plays a 1-2, I'm guessing. No, yes, he has. He's got it back. He's pushed it past the defender. Can he get past him? No, he goes infield to Hernandez. Infield to Click. To Matty Longstaff. Back to Click. Berardi, can he put a cross in? He does. And Nketiah is there with the header. And we've got a striker to score. Eddie Nketiah has scored his first goal for Leeds United. We're 2-0 up against Forest. And everything is paying off for us. Okay, so we've made it to half-time with a superb performance. They've had all thumbs down. No shots. More fouls. It's not working out for Notts Forest here. We're making it difficult for him. I'm going to say it's very happy, but I should have probably clicked something about complacency. Never mind. We're going to go into the second half with this 2-0 lead. Hopefully that can stick or grow. Phillips. Beautiful ball out to Shackleton. Back at right back. Nketiah has hit it. It's hit the bar. Good chance for Nketiah there. Hernandez here. This is going to be his last action. Puts it through to Nketiah. Can Nketiah do something? No. Okay, guys, so we have our first victory in a competitive match as Leeds boss. Very nice victory. Well done. We have beaten Notts Forest with ease. I don't think they even had a highlight in the game. We're going to go into the press conference, and then we're going to play his last game of the episode against Blackpool in the Carabao Cup. Okay, so here's the lineup for the game against Blackpool. We've got Meslier in net, Berardi, White, Cooper and Douglas, the same back four, and the same man in front of the defence in Calvin Phillips. Shackleton and Ewan O'Kane coming in as the two midfielders with Jack Clark, Harrison on the wings and Bamford. So a different attack, a different midfield, but then the same defensive structure. Hopefully we can still get a win with this quite strong team in the Carabao Cup. Free kick for Douglas in the first minute. Oh, Ben White's just put it over. Into the middle to Jamie Shackleton. Shackleton's put it for Douglas to run onto. Can Barry get on the end of that? He does. Puts it in the box to Bamford, who doesn't win his header. Free kick from Barry. He's whipped it in. Jack Clark's at the back post and he's missed the sitter like Bamford in the Bristol game. We need to start taking these chances. We've had 6 shots to 2. These are actually doing better against us than Notts Forest did. But hopefully we can get this goal to give us a lead. Okay, so it's half-time. The score is 0-0, which I'm not very impressed about. I'm going to say you've got to make the difference. And I'm probably going to just have to make a change here. I'm going to bring Nketiah on for Bamford. And we're going to leave it at that for now. Barry Douglas with a throw into Phillips. We've got a couple of yellow cards dotted around the team. Spearing gets it out. And we've put it back in. Phillips. Can we do something here? Come on. 70th minute. We need something now. Kane, Shackleton. Good passing. Ben White. White carries it forward. Berardi. Back to White. Phillips threads it through to Berardi. Can he put a ball in? No, he doesn't. Back to Clark. Shackleton. Phillips. Over the bar. Okay, so we've made his changes here. But it looks like the game's going to go to penalties. Ooh. I'm just going to randomise these up. Hope for the best. And see if we can win against Blackpool on penalties. Not the ideal situation. But hopefully we can do it. That's probably made this episode extra long now. But hopefully you're still watching as Alioski misses his penalty. How did he hit the post and it managed to fly up there? Gnad delay with his. Blackpool scored. Not how I want it. Can Douglas score? Hopefully Barry Douglas can put it in. Hold your nerve. Come on. It's saved. Oh! Spearing with his penalty. Of course he scores. We're going to lose to Blackpool in the Carabao Cup. I can just see it now. Come on, Forshaw. Off the bench. You've got fresh legs. You've got to score. Thank you. We've got a hope. We've got a little bit of hope. If Kalai misses his, Kakilai, I don't know how you say your name, just missed the penalty. And he scored. This cup means nothing to me, but I think we had a couple of objectives that said we've got to do well in it, so not the best for my future. Calvin Phillips, please put it in. Phillips scores. We've just got to save a penalty. Guy stepping up for Blackpool. Come on, Milliers here. Oh, he saved it. Come on. Leeds are still in it, and we just need to save another one and score all of us goals. So no pressure. Harrison with his penalty. Can he keep us in it? He's saved. And that means Blackpool have beaten us at Ellen Road. I mean, if it was anyone, it was going to be Simon Grayson to beat us, the old Leeds coach. What did I just say? Did I say that was a pleasing performance? Didn't mean to click that. But unfortunately, on that bad note, that is going to be the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed this. Episode 2 will be out in the future sometime. Like, comment, share and subscribe this video. And I will see all you guys later. Peace.